We are America. Across the street. We are America. We are America. And now, the guy who started it all, my partner in crime, but a damn good man, Kellen Guida, founder of the NYC Tea Party.
Thank you, David, and thank you, Andrew. You know, a month ago, when I put out a message on Facebook, we had the first Tea Party, I could never have imagined that one of my political heroes would be here tonight standing right next to me. The person who I espouse has all the solutions. He's about American solutions, and he outdoes himself, and he transcends politics like no modern American political figure. So I am proud to introduce an amazing man, former Speaker of the House, Newt Gingrich.
Thank you very much, Kellen. Callista and I are honored to be here tonight. I want to revert to my role as a history teacher for a minute. In 1773, the original Tea Party was about rights and principles. You know, the British had done a very clever thing. And by the way, nobody on the New York Times editorial staff has a clue about this. Because they're so ideologically bigoted, they can't afford to read history. But the British had done a very clever thing. They had worked out a deal with the East India Company where they would give them a monopoly on the price of tea. And tea was actually cheaper in 1773 with the tax than it was the year before. And the British in London thought, exactly like our liberal friends, well, these Americans, they don't care about principle, they're just greedy and stupid, and since we've lowered the price of tea, they don't have a grievance. It's very dangerous people. The analysis said they actually believe in freedom. They actually think the money they earn belongs to them. They actually think they have the right to question government. And they have a number of other subversive attitudes. Those Americans started something big. But here, I have two challenges for you tonight. One immediate and one long-term. Because the Tea Party itself was a symbol and a beginning. It wasn't an end. And each of you here tonight, and everyone who's watching us around the world, and all the people who were watching Sean Hannity just now, and the 700 plus tea parties around America today. I hope we'll decide to do two things. The first is immediate and practical. Tell every person you know, email every friend you have, and tell them to contact their senators and their congressmen with a very simple message. Vote against the upcoming budget of big spending, big deficits, big bureaucracy, big politics, big taxes. Before 2009 is over, we will find a candidate to oppose you, and we'll find them in the Democratic primary, we'll find them in the Republican primary, we'll find them wherever we have to. But you vote against America's future, we're going to fire you. And the way you fire people in this country is you run an election. There's a second part. The great, powerful moment that came out of the Boston Tea Party was the rise of committees of correspondence. And all of a sudden, all across the 13 colonies, people who had never thought they were Americans. They thought they were Englishmen who lived in New York or Massachusetts or Virginia or Georgia. They didn't think of themselves as Americans. Suddenly, as they began to write to each other, and they began to have meetings, they began to talk about their rights. And we need to think through, in the age of Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and all the different things that Kellen has been using to reach out, so that without all the power of the big networks, without all the power of the big unions, without all the power of the big rich, here is a small business person founding his own company who manages to arouse and communicate with thousands and thousands of people, because we have it within our power today to organize across the country through this kind of information technology. And here's what I want to just close with, and I want you to think about how serious this is. Every one of you and every American has been endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights. Among which are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And that means, literally, unlike any other country in human history, we believe in our founding document, and Callista and I showed it in a movie called Rediscovering God in America, so we could have an argument with our friends on the left based on fact. Not theory, not ideology, fact. If you go to the National Archive and you read this Declaration of Independence, it's right there and you cannot hide from it. And what it says is this: God has given each one of you sovereignty. The power comes to you, it's inalienable. No politician, no bureaucrat, no news media, no lawyer, no judge can take from you the inalienable rights. And then you loan power to the government. We are gathered tonight to say to those who we have loaned power to, you vote for bigger spending, you vote for bigger deficits, you vote for higher taxes. We're going to take the power back, we're going to fire you, and we're going to return America to the path that allows us to pursue happiness ourselves, not have it imposed. Thank you, good luck, and God bless you.
How about that? USA, 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 USA.
Where else but in America can people live so free? And I'm proud of every soldier that has stood and fought.